If you hadn't been so useless, none of this would have happened. It's quiet today, huh? That bell. I think it was the sound of our heart. Has it stopped? It stopped. But something's still ringing out. Yes. So we have to go now. We've got to be with Rex.
Mithra.
Rex?
All in one piece? I guess if you were injured, I'd be feeling it too.
Huh? Yes. I'm okay. Huh. Was I in your lap this whole time?
It's like the opposite of when we met. By the way, I can see you're back to your old self.
I mean, thank you. I didn't say anything strange, did I? Talking in my sleep, or grinding my teeth, or snoring, or... I'm such a terrible sleeper.
You snore and grind your teeth?
Well, not always. I mean, it was just a figure of speech, that's all.
It's okay. What with all the fighting and stuff? You're out for the count.
Right. That's good to know. Where are we? Where is everyone?
We're under the Cloud Sea. This must be the place us salvagers call the Land of Moritha. I don't know what happened to everyone else. Over there is where we fell.
From all the way up there?
Looks like there's some kind of powerful updraft coming from below. It saved us. I wonder if it caught the others too.
So I want to say, I don't know how many parts ago it was, but I mentioned that I knew Rex got an upgrade because I was watching a Smash video on censorship and they casually showed a cutscene where he's in his promoted outfit. So I don't think I would have expected Rex to get a promotion had it not been for that scene, or for that spoiler. Don't know why the internet loves spoiling things. I think the internet hates surprises. The internet as a whole. I think they hate surprises, so they try to ruin it for other people. That's what I'm going with.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
Still okay? Let's get our bearings and then go look for them. We need to find a way out of here.
Any ideas?
Over there.
Are those the World Tree's roots?
Yeah. I bet there's a way up there.
There has to be. I'm good to go. Let's move.
How's Pyra?
She's sleeping. Shall I call her?
Nah. Let her sleep. She's been through a lot.
You're too kind.
Rule 5 of the Salvager Code. Always be...
I don't think we need to hear it. Come on, let's go.
Hey! At least let me finish, spoil sport.
We don't need to hear your stupid rhymes. No one fucking cares. I only resumed the story so I could get back Pyra so I could go back to the grinding. And now here I am with Mithra that I can't go back to the grinding yet. Do I have to beat chapter 8 to go back to the grinding? What? New prizes available in Tiger? Rex can now use any blade. Okay, if you say he can use any blade, and you said any blade, where's Teostra? Where's Poppy? Where's Pandoria? Where's Bridget? Don't give me that those are special exceptions. They said he can use any blade. Wait a minute, Vest isn't here either. Oh, is it because they're in use? Yeah, it might be because they're in use. Because I also had Aegeon, which I'm sure he can use. I had the bear one, which can be summoned to anyone. So I guess, for now... No. Oh, that's too scary. Well, damn it. Now I want my party back. Oh my gosh. You're really telling me you can't jump over this? That's dumb. I mean, I'm enjoying being with Mithra specifically. I'm assuming you can't travel with their changed form and that it's battle exclusive. Which is fine, because I would have traveled with Mithra anyways.
Really? You got to meet Adam?
Yeah. I mean, it's like I have broken bits of memory about him. Adam told me something.
He told me I'm a fuckboy.
He told me to fight for the things that I wanted to protect. I made my choice. I fight for you and Pyra. I mean, I'm still not good enough for you, but...
Don't say that. I've made a choice as well. Not to live in fear.
Hey, when you transformed before...
That form, it's our true nature. The sword changed, right?
Yeah.
It's not just physically stronger. It also lets us control artifices at will, so be careful.
Careful?
I mean, don't get carried away.
I see. Which one of you is it, in that form?
Which one?
Deep down.
It's not one or the other. It's both at once.
Like coffee with milk?
What kind of a... Something like that, anyway.
So you're Pithra? Myra?
I called her both of those things before. I don't know the exact part. I've called her both of those things before. I didn't know he says that. Like, I've heard other people say Pithra, so I don't know if they were just compiling the two names or if they knew he said it, but it's weird hearing both Pithra and Myra coming out of the main character's mouth. That's just weird to me.
It doesn't matter. Pyra, Mithra, they're both me. Call me whichever.
Okay, sure.
Really? You get to choose? Well, give me 1 second, because I want to make this a thumbnail. Okay, well, I like Mithra more. The name will be set to Mithra. Is this okay?
You can transform at will.
If I need to.
I see.
What? What are you laughing at?
Well,
Well!
I kinda preferred your hair in that form.
It's like that, is it? You jerk. That sound.
It's the others. Come on.
Yeah.
Tora could die in a fire, but I hope Nia is okay. What this game is likely going to do is introduce one person at a time. And knowing this game, they're going to give Tora first because Tora sucks. And they're going to give the fun Morag last because they love kicking Morag out of the party. So what if I do this? Characters. So up to Pyra. You lied to me. It said that it will be named Mithra. That doesn't say Mithra. Unless this just changes what they say in the cutscenes. Which would be very funny to see Pyra and hear the name Mithra.
I can't lose to these fools.
Jin?
He wound up here too. He's still wounded from before.
Rex?
You can't move, right? I can't just let you die here. Even if you are my enemy. Mithra?
We must. But don't kid yourself that I think this is a good idea, Rex.
I haven't seen this since the beginning of the game.
Let's show him a thing or three.
Don't slow me down.
Quick and
Ankle shot!
Wait, Goldo! Goldo! Mate, you look significantly different. Jin in the top, you can't see it because of my face. You look significantly different from the last time I saw you in the Dragon Ball universe. Okay. Is this a temporary truce, or are you actually gonna pull a fire emblem and have us recruit villain? Because I know Malos is blatantly the end game villain.
Double spinning head. Hit it, no.
I missed.
Everyone's getting sight. Why not?
Alright, Jin, are you gonna join us?
But why did you help me? I'm...
Our enemy? Yeah, we know that. Even so, it would have been wrong. I just thought... I can't let it end like that. And... No. It's nothing. Hey! What? Those flames!
You've got a lot to learn. You've got to burn these monsters up. That, or smash their core crystal. Otherwise, they'll keep coming.
Bridget! Poppy! Gramps!
Rex, are you okay?
Poppy, find friends!
But... Jin?
He's dead, Jin.
Oh, really? So you lost Tor and the others?
Well, Tora can stay lost. He can leave forever. We need to get Morag, Zeke, and Pandoria. Tora can leave forever. That's fine. Why is Poppy not in her QT form? Also, no.
It's fine. Master Pawn is not as soft as he look.
It's faint, but I can feel the energy signature of Morag's weapons. She must be here too.
Okay. Let's rest up, then go look for them.
Hey, Rex. What about that scumbag there?
Ah. I think I beat him up pretty bad in that fight. I couldn't just leave him to die.
I thought it would be something like that.
Huh. Your sweet bleeding heart. So, what are we going to do?
Mithra? Maybe you could,
Fine, whatever. Give me a sec.
Incredible. What awesome power you've acquired.
This is the power of the Master Blade. The Master Blade possesses the data of all blade cores. This is...
What's wrong?
his heart. It's a human heart.
Huh?
He's a flesh eater.
What? What did you do to me?
Easy. You'll be fine.
It's not perfect, so be careful with it.
Mithra.
My name. You still remember it, do you? I guess that makes sense. You never did return to your crystal, did you?
You're a lucky man, Jin. You've been given the second chance you denied to many brave Ardanians. I doubt your luck would hold up so well if Morag were here.
Mithra, didn't you and Jin?
Yes. We fought together against Malos, once. That's why I need to know. Why? Why did you take Malos' side?
You really want to know? You only think you do. If you knew, it'd destroy you too.
I can guess. And I can tell you, it didn't lead me to the same conclusion as you. Laura, she's in there, isn't she?
With everything you've done, we can't forgive you. And if you're gonna keep standing in our way in the future, keep trying to destroy the world, we will stop you. But right now,
Naive kid. This is the land of Moratha. And it's a place of more wickedness than you can imagine.
You know it.
This land was destroyed long before Allrest existed. Birthplace of the architect. That's what Malos said.
The architects.
Jin, I know full well there's no easy way to change your mind. But hear me out. Let's regroup and climb up the world tree. Call it a ceasefire until then, okay?
A united front? As you wish. It's not like I could take you on in this state, anyway.
Where do we go from here? I guess there's no point in heading back. I guess we'll just press on. I guess so. Forward is the only way. We'll just have to head over to that fall. Are you? I feel obligated. So now that we have Morag and Poppy, are we able to use them? We may have him with us, but he's not in the best shape, and we have fewer fighters around than we're used to. We should exercise caution as we proceed. You're engaging Bridget right now, so you better live up to the exacting standards by Morag. Make sure he has Bridget's capability to her fullest extent. What the flying fuck? I've never been this close to this man in this game without him putting a sword in my back. Hi, Mithra. But we have a test. We have a test. Aha! So it's temporary then. Because Van Damme couldn't summon a blade. And we can't do any of this to him, so it's temporary. My gosh. Engage blades.
Counting on you.
This is blowing my mind. What the fuck? I can fully say with 100% certainty I did not expect this. Can we warp away? Apparently so. Okay, so now that we are here, I can fully say this. I saw a stat screen of this man. I saw a stat screen, like, so this is either temporary or permanent, but right now it's temporary. I saw this, but with Jin. I saw this. I didn't see any of whatever the hell he had. I didn't care. I just saw this affinity chart with Jin. And on a separate video in its entirety, I will say that the video title had bracket major spoilers bracket in it. All I was doing was trying to find a bloody location for something, and in that video it had Rex in this form with Mithra behind him and Jin following. So when I said I know a spoiler connecting to this man, that was this, that he joined you. I assume that it's permanent, considering I saw the stat screen. Ooh, I burped. Considering I saw the stat screen, but I could be wrong. I don't know. It's not like it was a hacked content thing. Heart to heart. And arrived.
I've gained a new memory.
Check. Ah, Mithra versus Bridget. This heart to heart contains the following characters.
You're all mine.
I honestly really hope that it is permanent. Because that would be funny to actually use one of the main villains. Where am I going? Oh, it's not over there. While searching for your friends who have fallen in shit, Martha, aim for the world tree's roots. Ah, okay. Alright, cutscene of happiness. Let's get Tora. Time to take break. I think it might be. Much as I would like to find Lady Morai without a moment's delay, it's not wise to overexert ourselves. Rex in particular is now the only driver we have right now, so it would be dangerous for Rex to tire herself out. I wouldn't say I'm worn out just yet, but you're probably right. Better to be safe than sorry. Jin, do you think this area seems safe enough? Yes, I don't sense any hostile presence. Then break time it is. I mean, he's a hostile presence.
Can I have a word? I'm Bridget. But I hardly needed to introduce myself to you, did I? You must know practically all there is to know about me by now. The stuff in here, the old me, the me you knew. Is this journal the truth? I need to know if I can trust what I wrote in here.
If you knew, you think it would change anything?
Explain.
The Bridget I knew, well, you aren't her. It's like talking to a whole new Blade.
Makes sense. There's no going back to who I was. But I still need to know. I want to know what I did, what I really thought. And it seems wrong to just forget about the people who were important to me before. I need to remember them.
Jin, please tell. Really, Poppy is only just born. Doesn't know much. But even Poppy knows stories of old drivers very important. Very precious indeed. Memories of Master Pawn very important. Poppy always thinks, must make many more Master Pawn memories.
So, I'm officially a Tornan driver now. Okay, let's make some memories.